Ugly boot season. It actually can be really cute boots that keep your feet really dry and really cozy and that perfect temperature, even if it's just the worst out. Give it the snow, give it the mud, give it the sleet. How about New Yorkers with all that salty stuff you gotta clamber through? We are gonna go out all winter long in absolute style. This is the it look, and they are the creator of the original duck boot, which everybody remembers the duck boot. And now they blended that look with this fabulous, fabulous boot today special. Now, why buy it now and why get it here? Because you can't get it anywhere else. So I love you, but when you go out and say, oh, I know Sporto's everywhere, I'm gonna get it somewhere else, you absolutely cannot. And if you happen to see it elsewhere, it's not gonna be at this price. We're at $49.99 with 5 flex pays, and guess what? Free shipping for today only. I'm gonna run the colors, and here's why you gotta pay attention. We are already well over half of our quantity sold for the entire day, 19,300. I am less than 1,000 in each one you're about to see, and the wine even sold out hours ago. So if you're on the fence and you saw it earlier and you're like, oh my gosh, those are really cute, I hate my ugly boots in the winter, then I don't want you to wait beyond this show because we will start to lose sizes pretty quickly and potentially some colors in this hour. Right here in front of me, I love this one. This is the one I was begging to wear. Ashley, God bless her, she's my guest. She took them off her feet and handed them to me so I could wear them. This is this amazing pebbled rose gold. It looks just like the phone, you guys. You know, the phone or the pad that you might have, that's the rose gold color. Now, in the same pebbled look, we have what's called the silver. And I love this. It's almost a little bit like a hematite. Works great with your ivories, your winter whites. It's gorgeous. Now, the next three you're gonna see, and honestly, the toughest decision is not, do you want this? It's which one do you want? These three are brand new embossed designs. We've got the tan, and look at how awesome that is. I love you can really see that embossed effect on there. Then we have the navy, which is such a good take. If you wear a lot of denims, you live in denim, you know you're gonna rock this all winter long. And then finally we have the black. So the black's your third choice. Then this, I'm telling you, this is the hardest decision ever. This is one other option, and I think it is so feminine and so fun, and it'll make you smile even on the slushiest, grossest winter day. This is called that amazing floral. Yes, girls, they're waterproof, and best of all, they're everything that we absolutely love about Sporto. And that's why Ashley's here to tell us why we love our Sportos.
No, should I take these off now and give them to you?
She was so cute. She was wearing it, and I'm looking at her in our meeting, and I go, I want to wear that color.
But they look so good on you. So honestly, I am thrilled that you are wearing them. I hope that you're going to pick up one of your favorite colors today. The rose gold does happen to be one of my favorites.
So fabulous. We were literally like, she's like, well, okay, here you go. I'm like, thank you.
But then I get to try out the silver, which I do love as well. So.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into the whole Sporto story. Yes. They just do it right.
Right, and like you mentioned, we did create the original duck boot. So we know a thing or two about keeping your feet warm, keeping your feet dry, and we have all the bells and whistles. Everything Sporto is known for is in this boot. So first and foremost, it's that waterproof boot. Waterproof. We have done all of this for you, so you don't have to do anything. And we've got that thermalite core. So you've got the warm and you've got the dry. Now what thermalite does, that locks in your own body heat. So that's similar to like the insulation in your attic, where it's gonna lock in your own body heat, but it's not gonna let you overheat. So that's really the 1-2 punch of having the waterproof and that thermalite core. Now we are also making sure you've got these adjustable laces, because that's important. You wanna make sure that these are fully functional, but you don't have to use them every day. You can do this inside zip here. That's gonna be really easy to get in and out of. Of course, we've got that great tread on the bottom, that outsole. That's part of our ecosystem technology. So making sure that you've got that really great fit, you've got the warmth, and look at this flexibility.
And I gotta tell you, they're unbelievably lightweight. You think sometimes when you think about having that duck sole, you're like, well, if we've had them in the past, love them, but they're a little heavy. I love the fact that the technology's been so advanced. It doesn't feel like you have 2 big cement bricks on your feet. You ever wear a boot that looks cute, but then it's like clong, clong, and about 2 hours into your day, you're like, okay, I can't even lift my thighs anymore because these boots are so heavy. Look at this, they're still lightweight. Guys, I'm telling you, there's no better boot for the winter than this one. And we will have it for one day only at this price. And here's your next update. If you want the tan, here's what I want you guys to do. Don't wait another second. Honestly, we have less than 400 remaining. I think the tan is fabulous because it shows off that amazing new embossing. So grab the tan now. Here are your sizing so you can get that done. It's 6 through 12. Listen to this, girls. They did medium and wide widths exclusively for you shopping with this boot. You can't find it anywhere else. And it is, if you're in a half size, Miss Ashley, what should we do?
I would bump it up, just in case you're gonna wear that thick sock. And again, the laces are fully adjustable. So if you're wearing that thick sock, you can make them a little bit looser. And if you're going barefoot, which you could definitely do, you were doing that earlier.
Barefoot, yeah, I'm barefoot. You had socks on, I'm wearing barefoot,
and it feels so good on the inside. I mean, that's my next favorite part. So yes, we've got that inside zip for you, so it's really easy to get in and out of. But once you are inside of this boot, oh my goodness, it is the softest faux fur. It feels like teddy bears are surrounding your foot. And that's tough to find in this style of boot, right? To get that comfort on the inside, so incredibly soft. And that's going all the way down to your tippy toes. This boot is gonna move with you. It is flexible, it is lightweight, it's got the great outsole. And again, the magic word, waterproof.
Waterproof. Please, we should have I need to get Dr. Nafsis telestrator he just had. He was doing all these arrows on wrinkles. We need to take that and just circle waterproof about 100 million times.
Yeah.
And I love this too because whether you're doing something really casual, I've got this great jacket on by Giuliana which has the metallics. It's just a boot that looks super cute. You could be sledding with the kids or building snowmans or walking around with the dog, or you could literally go to the office and wear these, and it's so it and it's so stylish. I call these Pinterest worthy, and yet they're gonna handle all the worst weather. I mean, bring it on, Sporto. That's what they say. They sit in their offices and go, we double dog dare you. Bring the snow and the sleet and the mud and the rain and the puddles and the slush and all the stuff we hate about winter, and make a boot that's just adorable to wear, but keeps your foot cozy and soft and comfortable. I'm telling you, you will be amazed at how much you'll fall in love with these. And also there's something else too. You're investing in these today. If you use FlexPay, let me explain it real quick because this is a smoking good deal. If you use FlexPay, you have 5 months to pay it off, and you use any major credit card you have, even PayPal, it's $10 today to try these out. You can wear them till the end of January. So, I don't know, go on that winter vacation, walk the dogs in the slush, whatever it is. If you don't absolutely love them, then you can return them, and we will give you a complete refund. That's a big deal. Now, if you want the tan, I am down to 350 left. In both the medium and wide widths, I still got both, which is great. I am down to sizes 9 through 12. Remember, if you're half size, go up. But at this point, I mean, the numbers are clicking. You're gonna see that little county thing we have go up. There it is. We're almost at 20,000 sold. And for those of you who live in California, even for me here in Florida on those chilly days, because we do get some chilly weather, and many of you in California are in a desert area where it's freezing cold at night. Many of you live near the mountains, and so you do experience a whole lot of snow. Go for these today because right now out west, we're talking 1 o'clock in the afternoon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're well over half of our quantity gone for the entire day. And you know, the thing that I like about work with Ashley at 4 o'clock here on the East Coast is, hey, other than wine and now tan, we're in pretty decent shape. Navy, we're down to the last 870. The other ones, we have less than 900 remaining. So if you were thinking about it, you really don't want to wait any longer today because they might be gone before you get back from those errands and you go, oh wait, I really wanted the cute floral and oh darn it, it's sold out in my size.
Yes, and this really is a perfect combination. I love how you mentioned California getting outside and hiking because this is a combination between your hiker boot and your duck boot.
Oh, that's a great point.
This is really a great one. You're not gonna overheat when you're wearing this boot. So yes, your foot is gonna stay warm with that thermalite core. It's gonna stay dry, but you're also not gonna overheat. So you can feel free to go hiking, go out, run your errands, do your day, and it is really gonna make sure that your foot is just that perfect temperature.
I love that, and that's really the key to the technology inside it, is that thermalite.
Right.
So
that
you can't overheat. Because you ever had a problem where you wear a really heavy, bulky boot and you are outside and you're like, okay for a while, but then the minute you step inside, you're just, you know, you're ripping your jacket off and your sweater off and you're
I'm
dying.
not one of those people, like, I get a little sweaty too. Like it will happen. And I'm not one of those people that like looks cute. Some people are like glowing all the time. I don't know those people.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm not a good glow girl.
Not me.
I'm a little messy when I sweat.
Yeah, so I need to make sure that I'm not gonna be way too hot when I go inside of a building. You know, I've lived in Ohio, Chicago, like really cold places, Idaho. Yeah, wow. This is the boot that you need, really, because it's gonna make sure that your toes stay dry. Have you ever had those like cold, frozen baby carrot toes?
Yes. Oh, yes.
I always think of that.
And they start to ache, and you go, I really should be inside probably now.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. This is going to prevent those cold carrot toes.
Well, and don't you think a lot of us, when winter hits, if your feet are freezing cold, you don't want to be outside, but you miss so much fun. When the grandkids say, come on, Grandma, let's go make a snowman, or we're going to make snow angels, you know? Or you say, oh, you know, I'd love to go see the Christmas lights in the neighborhood, but it's slushy out, and I don't have anything to wear. You never have to face winter like that again when you have a Sporto. You literally say, I don't care what's happening outside. I am going out, I'm gonna look really stylish, and my feet will be perfectly dry, perfectly comfortable. That's the key. Whether you wear socks or you don't, it's gonna work for you, and it's in whatever environment you live in. These are very wearable for us down here because we all know it gets super chilly in January and February, so this is a cute boot for us, but if you're in Minnesota and Idaho and New York and Maine and all the way up there, New Jersey, you guys in Washington, D.C. and Washington State, even the rainy climates up in the northwest of the U.S.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. How about the Midwest? My family's in Ohio.
Girl.
You never know what you're gonna get,
no,
right?
No,
One day it's raining,
it could be 78 degrees in the morning and 3 feet of snow by 6 p.m. that afternoon.
And that's a normal day.
That's an Ohio day for you. All right, guys, in the tan, once again, we're down to the final 290. I still have 9 through 12 medium wide widths, but this is gonna be gone, or this one's gonna be gone in this hour. So I absolutely would not delay on the tan. Now, the other colors, this is that rose gold. It's the one I just fell in love with, because if you have the phone or the pad or you have something in rose gold, maybe it's your laptop, how cool would you be to have your phone match your shoes? And I love it too, Ashley, because I feel like this is a real true neutral.
It is.
Like I could have put on brown with this, ivory with this, gray with this, navy with this. I could wear indigo jeans with this rose gold. So if you are a gold girl, rose gold girl, this is gonna really morph into most of your wardrobe at home that you wear during the winter. Then talk a little bit about, before the tan's gone, how you guys did this new texture, because I love it.
And this is a vegan leather, right?
Oh,
so
nice.
this is going to be completely ready for the elements.
That's
but
great.
You can see the incredible patterns. It almost reminds you of like a really high-end designer bag, right? Like you would see that sort of a pattern. And it's right here on a winter boot, which just even sounds crazy to say it out loud.
Right, because generally winter boots that are really gonna work hard for you look like it. They, you know, seriously, if you get, oh, I've got a hard working winter boot. I have a friend of mine, Mindy, who was one of my college roommates. She lives on a pig farm, and she literally, her and her husband on a big pig farm, you know, and Mindy's got a ton of style. She's a very stylish woman. This is her boot. So I don't care if you're downtown Chicago and you've got the fur on and you want a cute boot that keeps you warm and toasty, or you're on a pig farm in Ohio where my friend is, or wherever in between, go out and face the winter in style and have fun. Embrace the worst days, because your feet will be the last things you have to think about. And I hate it, because the minute you go out to go caroling, or you're gonna go to visit somebody or go see lights, once your feet get cold, all you wanna do is go inside. Yep. Oh, we're done, let's go home. Why spend a whole winter creeped up inside and stuck inside when you can go outside and really embrace whatever the weather might be?
And how about the things that we have to get done, right? Like you have the errands, like yes, I would love to just do lights pretty much every night.
Right.
But yeah, my dog, she's not crossing her legs for me, you know, like we have things we gotta do, and I need the footwear to get me outside.
To handle it. And I'll tell you something else Sporto did so neat, Ashley. I do want to readdress the zipper, because once you set this, you forget about it. Most companies wouldn't add the zipper. Why? It's too much extra work and it's cost a ton of money. So you struggle trying to get inside here, and then every time you're trying to lace the dumb thing up. With the zipper, once you set this, and I did mine much tighter because I have smaller ankles. Oh, thanks guys. I love that. Once you set that, you totally forget about it, and thanks for adding that zipper, because that is an expensive detail to put on a boot like this.
Yes, and you know, who has an extra 10 minutes in the morning? I mean,
Right.
I don't.
Right.
I want an extra cup of coffee or an extra 10 minutes in bed.
Right.
I don't want to sit there, have to get the laces going and like yank on this boot, yell to my husband, all right, come on, let's go.
Help me.
We're putting the boots on. No, I'm not doing any of that. I want it to be easy and I want it to be effective. So this is giving you everything that you look for in a Sporto boot, that waterproof, that thermalite core, with the easy elements like that inside zip. Now, if you do need to make it a little bit looser or a little bit tighter, the laces are fully functioning, so you can do that. But for everyday use, I'm using the zipper.
Oh, 100%, yeah. And what I like too, the other thing, Ashley, we haven't really talked about is if you're going, okay, one day I am gonna wear a pant under here that's a little bulkier, adjust it for that.
Right.
Or then you're going, you know, I'm gonna wear tights and a really cute skirt, like a pattern tight. You can then make it tighter to adjust for that. Maybe you like wearing really thick socks. Again, you've got all the versatility. If you didn't have those laces, the zip would actually limit what you could wear down in them. And
Right.
then, of course, if you wanna wear pants over them, your boot cut's gonna work, a trouser's gonna work. So if you wear a lot of jeans that are boot cut, guess what? It's gonna come over the top of this perfectly, and you'll still have that great duck design on the bottom. So think of them as a hiker, think of them as a duck shoe, but really think of them as being so stylish and ready to go and to really embrace and have fun, even in the grossest weather.
Yes.
I think it's so sad. In Ohio growing up, it was gray ground, gray trees, and gray sky. And you're just like, oh, I gotta go outside. And then you put on some ugly boots, you're like, oh man, I feel so dumpy, right? I think when you put these on, and we'll walk over here in a second, you put these on, you know, you got a little
in your
extra
step,
spring in your
right?
step. Yeah, let's go over with
Yes.
the girls too, because you
Let's
really
do it.
do, right?
I'm bringing
And
this one with me.
I have to tell you that floral, for me, the hardest choice is what do you pick? And I think
Right.
the floral is happiness in the grayest of days.
It really is. And I think that this is one that's
cute.
also going to take you on through, like, yes, this is your winter workhorse boot.
Right.
But how about in the spring?
Or
when
spring
you are
gardening.
outside and you have your floral ready to go?
Yeah.
Really, I mean, this is perfect for pretty much most seasons.
It would be
of
your
the year.
down. I mean, seriously, I have a friend of mine who lives out in the country, and she has, she loves to garden. And basically, she wears these really, really ugly rubber boots to go out in them. Instead of going out in a rubber boot, I want to show you guys this floral again, because I think it's the almost the secret boot. It is so cute. It's so happy. But for me, in most such circumstance, that's a 4-season boot. For my friend who has her garden, and she has her garden way in the back of her yard, so she has to kind of clump through a lot of grass. This is perfect for that. Even if you're wearing shorts, it would look adorable. So for those of you who do gardening or you're doing outdoor activities throughout the entire year, remember that interior will adjust to your temperature, so you do get a lot more wear of it than you would a normal winter boot.
You would. And
Yeah.
look, even the plain sweater I have on here, like this one would be
So cute.
great as well.
Look at that, can you guys see? She's wearing kind of a pinkish, peachy sweater, and it picks up those pink tones. There's also green in there, there's a black background in there. We've got a little bit of like an ivory in there, a little bit of yellow, actually a really soft yellow, and then of course more shades of pinks and greens. So don't miss out on any of these. Now, when you're thinking about it right now, why is this a big deal? And I wanna say hello to everyone who happens to be new shopping with us. If you're watching and going, okay, those boots are so cute, yeah, I'm in. I totally get it, but maybe you're hesitant. You're like, well, I don't know this whole shopping television thing. What I want you to understand is flex pay in this case, and also understand that our today's special is good for a single day. There's 2 things that can happen. Number 1, it'll be over when they sell out. If there's any left at midnight, though, unfortunately, the price goes to its full price. And I'll tell you, even 2 weeks from now, if I have a couple colors left and couple sizes, they will still sell at $60. That's a great HSN price to begin with for this kind of technology, this versatility, and a Sporto boot. But you want to get in while we have the best deal. And I'll tell you what I just did. We had this Rolly case the other day. It was a beauty case. I got off the air at midnight, and I couldn't get on fast enough. I paid a higher price and I had less flex pay literally 15 minutes after I was off the air the other night. I still bought it because I bought it for a friend of mine and she's kind of going through a rough time, and I sent it to her house. But even I actually had to pay the higher price, and I lost my flex pay. And by the way, there's free shipping, and I lost that. And it was simply because I could not get off the air at midnight and to a computer fast enough. Honest to God, true story, happened 2 days ago.
You're a good friend.
Well, her husband's going through a really tough time, and I wanted to send something I thought would really, they're going to the hospital a lot and all this stuff. So don't be like me, don't be a dummy like me, and wait till tomorrow, because if you're new and you don't understand that, you'll be really upset when the price changes dramatically. There's no 5 flex, and we go, oh, sorry, you're gonna pay for shipping. All right, here we go with the update. You ready, Ash?
I'm ready.
In the tan, there's 280 left. I have size 10, 11, and 12, and Pat, my oh so smart and handsome producer, do I have medium and wide width still? That is a miracle. All right, so we have medium wide widths, 10, 11, 12 in the tan. Here's your update on the navy. You guys are loving this tooled stuff. In the navy, or the embossed, we have 760 left. That's it for the whole country and the entire day. Now I'm down to size 8 through 12. Please remember, these are hold sizes. Go up a size if you're half, and that's medium and wide widths in the navy. Now, here's the update on the rose gold. I am less than 1,000 in the rose gold. And again, these are all getting crazy limited. Then we go to, sorry guys, I'm flipping around a little bit, I apologize. There's the rose gold. Here's the silver. I'm in decent shape in this silver, and that's almost like a hematite. It's got a really, if you look at it close up, it actually almost looks like a gray pearl. When you think of a gray pearl, you see little pinks and little differences of color. That to me reminds me of a gray pearl. It's got a really neat luminescence to it. That's the silver, and I'm under 1,000 there. We know tan's almost gone. We know navy's gonna be crazy limited. I wanna take a moment on the black, Ashley, because I want you to see it close up, guys, because I think on camera, we're on our wide shot, you almost think, oh, it's just a solid black shoe.
The emboss.
Beautiful.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's so nice. And
I love the emboss.
It is. It's subtle because you don't always want to make a giant splash, right? Like sometimes you just want that boot that you really, you're wearing every day. If you're going into meetings, if you're going into work, you're able to wear that tonal color. That the black is really going to be for you.
But it's still got a little texture.
It does.
It's got a little something,
extra, right?
And you can definitely see it. And then, of course, to me, I don't know, I'm just gaga over these flowers too. Because I think about this. It's a really bad day outside. It's snowy, it's rainy, it's sleety, it's gray, there's no leaves, there's no florals, there's no color anywhere. And you go out with flowers on, like even people looking at you, they could be in New York City and they're all grumpy.
To smile.
You gotta smile at someone wearing floral boots. And guess what, you're smiling too, because your feet are dry, they're warm, you're comfortable, your feet are at the right temperature, they're not overheated, like my car earlier today. I take my car home. My car overheated. But your feet won't overheat. All right, do me a favor, Ashley, too. Let's dunk a little, and then once again, take us through all the features, if you will.
Yeah, let's do that. So I want to show you a little bit on the inside here, because I feel like we've been talking about how it's waterproof, but we've got that thermalite core, and that's something that you don't necessarily see on the outside, but on the inside, that's all throughout the footbed. And what that's going to do, it's going to lock in your own body heat. So that's gonna make sure that you are staying warm and dry, not overheating like the car we're hearing about, right?
Yes.
But then once you get to the inside here, we've got this really great faux fur, but this isn't just any faux fur. This really feels like baby blankets and teddy bears and happiness to me, to be honest. It feels so incredibly good. And I'm trying to get this all the way open to show you.
Do you want to show in the lighter color?
I thought we would see it in the gray there, but maybe we should do it
because a lot of times when you have a rubber base, you think your foot is touching rubber, but you guys didn't do that. I'll hold it really still.
That is going all the way down. You can see all along the footbed.
Oh, there we go.
That is that same faux fur. And it's also on the top of your toes too, right? So when you're moving your toes around in there, you can feel it's really all the way around your entire foot.
And it feels good, so you're not touching any rubber. You don't ever feel the rubber at all.
No.
And back in the day, they were just rubber shoes.
Right.
You can feel the rubber.
And it's really a rare combination to find that faux fur inside of this style boot. And I don't know about you, I'm seeing this style everywhere. I'm seeing copycats at a much higher price point that really don't have all the features that Sporto has, because don't forget, we created the original duck boot. So we know a thing or two when it comes to keeping your feet warm and dry and you know, obviously this sleek, updated look, we got the style down too.
Right, and I think you did. And there's plenty of room in the toe bed, by the way, where your toes have plenty of room to wiggle around. I'm extremely comfortable in these. I do have a more narrow foot, girls, so if you have a narrow foot, I find these to be perfect. And if you're medium to wide, you're 100% good. But girls who have narrow feet sometimes think, oh, a duck bottom, is that gonna be too floppy or sloppy? And it totally isn't. So everyone, I think you're gonna be very happy. Just go with your normal width size and you'll love them. Again, the only little update though, tan will be sold out in this show. If you love the tan you just saw walk by on Miss M, oh, bye Emily, good to see you, honey. Thanks for joining us. She literally walked by the camera and straight out the door. I was like, okay, catch you later. But if you want the tan you just saw walk past, that is going to be sold out during this airing. I think the navy is going to be pretty much sold out by the end of this airing. In the tan, 10 through 12, medium wide width. In the navy, we're down now to 9 through 12 only, medium and wide width. Then I think what's going to be is the scramble. You know, at this point on throughout the rest of the day, it'll be like, okay, that's such a good price. It's such a smart boot. It looks so darn cute. It'll make your winner really, really happy. Everybody will start scrambling to get whatever's left. So while we still have the vast majority of the colors available, it's fun to treat yourself to something great too. And with our flex pay, you're committing $10, a little bit of tax on that probably, free shipping and handling, and you're paying it off over the next 5 months. And you have until the end of January to really test it. I mean, you know, really, Ashley, test it out, stick it in some water, go out in the snow and the sleet and the rain.
I want to show you on this metallic here, because on the silver, you don't be intimidated by a lighter color, because when we have the waterproof boot, this is made for the elements, so you don't have to feel nervous about it. I know that that's happened to me before. If I get a lighter color boot and I'm like, oh, what happens if I get a scuff on it? Or what happens if I step in the mud? You don't have to worry about that at all with this boot. This is waterproof. We've got this great rubber shell here, so that is gonna make sure that you are covered when it comes to waterproofing. Now, if you do step in the mud, anything gets on this, just leave it by your front door. When it's dry, you just wipe it off. It's like it never happened. And we also have a double seal between the upper part of the boot and the outsole. So that's what also adds to the waterproofing, right? So
that's awesome.
We are really thinking of everything. That double seal is so important. But this boot packs it in when it comes to features, right? So we just talked about that waterproof shell I've been dunking away, that thermalite core that locks in your own body heat, keeps you warm and dry. The adjustable laces, if you are wearing those thicker socks, no problem, but a day-to-day basis, you're probably gonna do that inside zip. And let's not forget about the tread on the outsole. That's really a signature of Sporto, and I mean, let's be honest, that is a staple of a winter boot. You've got to make sure that you've got that outsole that's going to protect you, keep you safe.
Okay, guys, so a little heads up. If you run out of one of the colors, just don't forget, I think you can find an alternative easily. I think I picked the rose gold. I just thought it was fabulous. I also think that floral is super happy. It's just a great idea. Also, one of my crew members who just walked in to join me, she literally bought one pair in silver, right, for your mom? Was it silver for your mom and the tan was for your sister? Do they know you bought them? Oh, navy. Do they know you bought them? Like, am I ruining the surprise? Okay.
I like how you ask that after you talk about it and not before.
I blurted out. I'm like, oh, wait, shoot, we're live. That's right.
Surprise, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
But, you know, and I love that, too, because even, you know, I love, how old's your sister? Is it sister, right? How old is she? 19. Okay, so your 19-year-old sister is getting the navy and wanted it. Yep. And I'm not asking your mother's age, but it is your mom. She's getting the silver and wanted this, right? So right there is proof. Wait, nod, say hello, say hello. We're gonna show who I'm talking to, because they're like, who in the world? Wait, there you are, hi, honey. Get away. But here's what I love, whether you're 19 or whatever mom's age is, which I'm sure is very, very young, it doesn't matter. Everybody's gonna love this boot. It really is what I call Pinterest worthy. So if you've got a 19-year-old and she wants to rock a great winter boot, it's here. Just remember the price, the flex pay, the free shipping, the whole darn ball of wax is over, either if this sells out early or we get to midnight tonight. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you these slippers real quick. I have one color in my little hand, but I do have the rest of it. Do I have all the colors available?